Hello and welcome to LAT's Weekly Market Insights. This week we have in focus US inflation data alongside the ever-intensifying attacks within Gaza. As we come down onto the economic calendar, we can see that inflationary data that came out a beat on expectation at 3% versus the 2.3% that was the consensus. Now this rise in fear and risk of inflation rising prompted a sell-off and a corrective move within the indice markets. There was a sharp correction and prompted a flight to safety. Now that flight to safety has also been reinforced by the shocking and horrific scenes that we have witnessed unfold in Gaza. As we enter into the fifth day of these attacks now, there seems no sign of this letting up. And we can see the damage this has had and the flight to safety very clearly within the gold chart. This 4-hour channel posting clear higher highs and higher lows set back earlier in the week to find support at the R1 monthly and yearly pivot points. Support came in for this this safe haven asset in the form of this bullish engulfing on the 4-hour chart. Since then, as the weeks progress, we've seen this push higher and now threatening to make it up towards the highs of the 10th of May. Now just beyond that, we have the round number of the 1850 in line with the R2 monthly pivot point, and also primary resistance from the highs which formed back in the 10th of February. Now the continuation and troubles escalating here in Gaza, it's a perfect opportunity to expect to see gold to potentially break through and head higher up towards the resistance levels. This can also be reinforced by this ever-increasing string of negative data that we're seeing come out of the US from the non-farm payrolls and these CPI figures. Also in the headlines this week, Elon Musk has been in action. As we come out of this chart and we look across to Tesla, we can see the damage that has been done as Elon Musk removed the possibility to buy a Tesla vehicle with Bitcoin. This prompted a sharp correction not only in Tesla, but also in our Bitcoin chart. If we load up that Bitcoin chart now, once this loads, we're going to be able to see the clear removal and sell-off from the highs which were posted back on Wednesday. This sharp correction has been somewhat offset as we come out to the daily chart, as we found strong support from the previous lows back on the 25th of April, and also the S1 monthly and that R2 yearly pivot point. Now since then, Elon Musk has gone on to reinforce the fact that there are potential opportunities to develop Dogecoin to be able to go and purchase his Tesla vehicles, with a rationale behind all of this of the potential environmental implications of the mining process behind the Bitcoin technology. This move potentially strategic from Elon Musk as he looks to transition and move away from a Bitcoin into a further coin such as an Ethereum or that Dogecoin. Either way, the damage for the crypto world was clear to see. He also did some damage to Tesla. However, the lows here holding, the round number, the 500 round number also holding in line with this yearly pivot point. So for now, uptrends remain intact, and we'll be looking to see if Tesla can reinforce this and hold this 200 period moving average before potentially looking to move higher. As for the indice markets, as we come across the S&P 500, the sharp correction that was driven by the inflation data has been largely offset, and we are back trading higher now over the last 2 days. A bullish engulfing yesterday forming after a perfect Fibonacci retracement from the high perfectly back down to this 50% region. The bounce back, the retest of the monthly pivot point, and then continuation looks set to send S&P and potentially these indice markets back to all-time highs. This isn't just in the US markets, this is also being seen through Europe, as Germany failed to break through the previous low from the 4th of May and has had a remarkable recovery over the past 2 days, pushing and threatening back up towards near all-time highs around that 15,500 region. As we look towards next week, we'll be looking to see if the data and the economic calendar can drive this market forward and potentially threaten to go to all-time highs. Looking down the economic calendar, there is a raft of high-impact data. Here we can see Australia in action right at the start of the week with their RBA meeting minutes, and we'll look to wrap things up with a string of PMI figures, the Purchasing Managers Index from Germany and the Eurozone. That is all from us this week. Please do join us same time next week.